Welcome back, Spuds fans, near or far. We're back in Casper, Wyoming at Mike Lansing Field as we get set for Game 3 of this 4-game homestand against the visiting Hastings Sodbusters. The Spuds losing in a heartbreaker last night following a 9-run top of the 9th inning for the Hastings Sodbusters. Spuds had led, or the game had been tied up until that point. But the Sodbusters, with a late burst, getting the win to even up the series at 1-1. The Spuds looking to get back on track here after outplaying the Sodbusters for 8 innings. Big hits all over the board. RBI doubles, singles from a lot of guys in the Spuds lineup. But they're looking to put together a full 9 innings here and get back into the win column. Your Spuds sitting at 7-5 here in the ILB season. Look to knock off the Sodbusters and give them their second loss of the year, as the Sodbusters are sitting at 10-1. Let's run through the visiting lineup. Leading off will be the second baseman, Drew Vega. Batting second, the left fielder, Jackson Crane. Luke Cossey, after getting the night off, is going to be back out in right, batting third. Batting fourth, the third baseman, Bratt Cross. In the 5-hole, the first baseman, Ryan Jarvis. DHing today for the Sodbusters and batting sixth will be Tyler Welsh. The catcher, Graham Hilton, will be batting seventh. Chase Phillips out in center field, he'll be batting eighth. And rounding out the order for the visiting Sodbusters will be the shortstop, Christian Loera. As we take a look at your Casper Spuds starting lineup, leading off will be the center fielder, Elijah Reeves. Batting second, the left fielder, Trent Rucker. Batting third, the DH, Hunter Billingsley. In the cleanup spot will be the shortstop, Jack Opine. Batting fifth, the first baseman today, River Smith. In the sixth spot, the second baseman for your Spuds, Caden Wilcox. Batting seventh, the right fielder, Matt Marsick. Parker Burt will be hitting in the 8th spot, doing the catching for your Spuds today. And rounding out the order will be the third baseman here tonight, Andrew Witt. The man on the mound for your Casper Spuds will be Houston Wedgeworth. Got to catch up with Houston, your starter on the mound, before the game here today. Let's jump on over to that interview. Spuds Nation, I'm here with your starting pitcher tonight, Houston Wedgeworth. Houston, how we doing, my man?
Good, how about you?
Good, brother. Before we get started here today, 3-0 on the season, 1.65 ERA. What are you looking to continue here today?
I'm looking to keep it up.
Yes, sir.
Just attack early and let my fielders and hitters do the work.
Absolutely. Your batting average against also looking very solid, only 3 earned runs on the season. What has been your keys to success so far here on the mound?
Just throwing strikes and trying to be better with 2 strikes.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Coming up from Mississippi, how has the transition been to Casper for you?
It's been a little different. My curveball and fastball and stuff don't move as much, but I've been trying to figure out how to get that working.
Yes,
it's been working pretty well.
Absolutely. I was going to say, yeah, it's been doing just fine. Do you have any superstitions that you go through before you take a start, or just go out there and do your thing?
I try to replicate the same thing I do before every start, but not really anything superstitious.
Yes, sir.
Just try to do the same thing.
All righty. Ladies and gentlemen, your starting pitcher here tonight, Houston Wedgeworth. Thank you, my man.
Appreciate you.
Houston Wedgeworth, the man on the mound, coming to us from Meridian, Mississippi, has been doing his thing for the Spuds all season long. It's going to be potentially a pitching duel here at Mike Lansing Field, as the Sodbusters starter, Creighton Jacobitz, is off to a stellar start of his own. The sophomore at Cloud County Community College in Concordia, Kansas, is a local Hastings kid from Hastings, Nebraska. As fans are still filling in here at Mike Lansing Field. It's a hot day here in Casper. Going to be about 81 degrees here on first pitch. Feels hotter than that up here in the booth. Had some crazy weather just a couple hours ago as the wind was really swirling here in Casper. Got a little bit of rain showers as well. But looking at the forecast, looks like it's going to be a clear evening and a beautiful night for some baseball here at Mike Lansing Field. As we recap last night's game, the Spuds jumped out to a 3-0 lead in the bottom of the third inning on an RBI single from Hunter Billingsley. The second run came in due to a throwing error by the Sodbusters left fielder. In the sixth inning, the Sodbusters getting on the board for the first time, scoring 2 runs of their own to knot up the game at 2. But the Spuds bouncing back, a big hit from Caden Wilcox put up a run, gave the Spuds a 3-2 lead. The Sodbusters in the top of the 7th tied it back up with another run of their own, and we head to the bottom of the 7th at 3-3 as the Spuds, with another nice inning, an RBI single from River Smith, and a 2-out count, and a 2-out appearance, I should say, regave the Spuds the lead at 4-3. They kept the Sodbusters off the board and put up 2 more insurance runs in the 8th inning as we head to the final frame of the ball game. Spuds leading 6-3. And the Sodbusters, with a long rally batting around the order and facing 4 Spuds pitchers in the top of the 9th inning, chipped away at the lead and built a lead of their own with a 7 spot, and they shut the door with a final score of 10-6. 10 runs, 12 hits, 2 errors for the Sodbusters. 6 runs, 7 hits, 4 errors for the Casper Spuds. It's been an issue all season here. Errors in the field and a couple blowups on the mound. But the Spuds have shown that they can play a clean game, and they look to do that here tonight against the 6'2 lefty from Hastings, Nebraska. Beer batter for tonight's game is going to be the catcher Graham Hilton, batting in the 7th spot. We know Mike Lansing Field will get loud, especially when they see the catcher Graham Hilton up at the plate. As we take a look at what's happening around the ILB, the Spearfish Sasquatch facing off against the Oahe Zap in Oahe currently have a 4-0 lead as that game is heading to the bottom of the 5th inning. Sasquatch starting pitcher, Ogdal, apologies for not having the first name, currently has a no-hitter heading into his 5th inning of work. 4 innings pitched, no hits. Perfect game, I should say. No walks, no hit batsman, and 8 strikeouts for Ogdal. Something to look out for here in the ILB. Could be a historic night for the Spearfish Sasquatch. The Oahe Zap sitting at 5-8 after beating the Sasquatch last night. Sasquatch sitting at 500, 7-7 here in the ILB season. As the best announcer, PA announcer in the ILB, Denny does his thing, getting the crowd fired up here at Mike Lansing Field. Spuds rolling out a very similar lineup to last night. Just 2 changes at the catching position and at third base. But the same outfield, the same middle infield, same DH, same man over at first. And this team, again, looking to outplay the Sodbusters like they did last night until the final inning. Gonna throw down to our on-field host, Lauren, as she announces tonight's singer of the national anthem. Back at the ballpark, apologies for the misinformation there. We didn't have a live anthem singer. It was an audio recording here tonight, done by one of our owners, Christy Hack. But unfortunately, unable to get that audio here on the stream. Houston Wedgeworth, the man on the mound for your Spuds. Off to a great start here this season, 3-0. 16 and a third innings pitched, 13 hits allowed, 7 runs, only 3 of those being earned. 2 walks, 5 hit batsmen, but 11 Ks for Houston Wedgeworth. He's got a 1.65 ERA and a 2.03 batting average against. As we're set for first pitch here, the leadoff man for the Sodbusters, Drew Vega, will dig in now. The first one to him will be swung on and missed as we're started here at Mike Lansing Field. Vega didn't get the start last night, but came in as a pinch hitter. As the second one to him misses high. He had 3 plate appearances as a pinch hitter, went 1 for 2 and was hit by a pitch. On the series, Vega is 2 for 6. With a run scored. That one is going to be ripped up the middle. Wilcox with a nice sliding stop. He fires over to first, and it's going to be in time. Good defense there from Wilcox as he collects that one close to the second base bag and fires from deep in the hole and gets Vega for the first out here in this ball game. Stepping in will be the left fielder, Jackson Crane. Crane 1 for 3 yesterday with an RBI. The first pitch, he's swinging and he drives it out to Trent Rucker, who has to take a couple steps back, but he's there to make the catch. Quickly 2 outs here in the top of the first inning. The right fielder, Luke Cossey, will step in here. He got the night off last night. In game 1, he went 1 for 5 with 2 strikeouts. The first pitch to him from Wedgeworth will be checked and called a ball. Cossey, 13 for 35 here in the ILB season, hitting .371. The second one to him will skip in the dirt. Count now 2-0 to the man from White House, Texas. Cossey slashing .371, .476, and .571. Good for a 1.048 OPS. The 2-0 to him will be down the middle. Strike 1. Cossey, 6 RBIs, 8 runs scored, 5 walks, 9 strikeouts. He's been hit by a pitch twice, and he has stolen 2 bags. That one is going to be ripped to Wilcox once again. He collects and fires over to River Smith. 3 up, 3 down here to start off the ball game for Houston Wedgeworth. Spuds bats coming up in the bottom of the first inning.
pockets. They ain't hurting, but mine, they keep expanding. I keep splurging on these fools for real.
Back here in the bottom of the first inning. Sorry for the long pause. We were having some technical difficulties getting our videos to run on the broadcast. But thankfully we got the hype video in for you all. The leadoff man for your Casper Spuds, Elijah Reeves, digs in as he takes strike one on the outer half from Creighton Jacobitz. The second one will be skipped in the dirt, 1-1. Jacobitz, 3-0 on the season. 2 runs, none of those earned. 19 innings pitched. He's only allowed 2 hits. That one will be ripped the other way by Reeves, but Casa, the right fielder, is on it, and he puts out Reeves 1 down here in the bottom of the first. The left fielder, Trent Rucker, will step in here to face Jacobitz, who has 25 strikeouts in those 19 innings pitched, only 8 walks. He's hit 6 batters, 2 wild pitches, but he's stranded 17 hitters here throughout his 3 starts. A .032 batting average against for Jacobitz, the lefty. The first one to Rucker will miss outside. It's 1-0. Rucker going 1 for 3 last night with a 2 RBI double. He also walked twice and came around to score twice. The next one to him from Jacobitz will be on the inner half. Count now 1-1 to Trent Rucker, who's 2 for 7 here in the series. He's got 3 RBIs, 3 walks, 3 runs scored, and 1 strikeout. That pitch from Jacobitz will miss just a bit outside. Count now 2-1 to the senior at Texas State University, Trent Rucker. The 2-1 from Jacobitz will miss high. 3-1 to Trent Rucker. Jacobitz comes set. The 3-1 will be ripped by Trent Rucker to the outfield. And it was a little bit of a flare shot caught by the second baseman, Drew Vega. 2 down here in the bottom of the first inning. As the DH, Hunter Billingsley, will step in now. Billingsley 1 for 4 last night with an RBI. He was also hit by a pitch. The 0-0 from Jacobitz will be behind Hunter Billingsley. As he dips out of the way of that one, the count will be 1-0. Billingsley, 3 for 7 here in the series with a double. The RBI last night, 3 runs scored and 2 hit by pitches as he pulls one hard down the right field line, but it's going to end up foul. Billingsley, 13 for 33 here in the ILB season, slashing .394, .535, and .636. Good for a 1.171 OPS. The 1-1 to him will miss high. Count now 2-1 to Hunter Billingsley. The sophomore at Fullerton College awaits the 2-1. That one will miss. 3-1 now to Hunter Billingsley. The 3-1 will be chopped down the right field line once again, but pulled foul. Count runs full to Hunter Billingsley. A big golfer in his free time is H. Bills. The payoff to him will be ripped to the second baseman, Vega, who knocks it down on a slide and throws it over to Jarvis at first. Jacobitz responding to the 1-2-3 inning from Wedgeworth with a 1-2-3 inning of his own. And we'll head to the second frame. Score remains 0-0.
Each day the sun will rise and fall. We face challenges, the oil field evolves, and Vault finds solutions. Privately owned with a singular focus on wellhead products and services, Vault Pressure Control was built from the ground up to face the industry challenges head on. With safety at our core, Vault's equipment and services are engineered to provide versatile solutions to fit your operational needs. Experience the evolution of wellhead.
Back at Mike Lansing Field, both starters with 1-2-3 innings in the first. Leading off the second will be the third baseman, Brock Cross. First one by Cross will be fouled off down the right field line, but pulled foul. Cross went 1 for 5 yesterday with a double. He had 3 RBIs on that base clearing double late in the 9th inning. The second one will be ripped by the third base coach. And it's quickly 0-2 to Brock Cross. Cross 3 for 17 here in the ILB season with 2 doubles. The 0-2 to him will miss outside. 2-1 now. Apologies, 1-2 now to the Sodbusters' third baseman. The 1-2 will be fouled off once again by Cross. The count remains 1-2. Cross, also a pitcher. He appeared in Game 1, went 3 innings, allowing 3 hits, 2 runs, both of those earned. No walks, 2 Ks for Brock Cross. As Wedgeworth resets, here's the 1-2. That one will be skied to short left. Rucker takes a couple steps in, and he makes the play. 4 up, 4 down for Houston Wedgeworth. As the first baseman, Ryan Jarvis, will step into the batter's box here. Yesterday, he went 2 for 3 with an RBI. He also walked twice, scored 2 runs, and was hit by a pitch. On base 5 times was Jarvis, as the first one to him from Wedgeworth missed outside. Second one from Wedgeworth will be in there to even up the count at 1-1. That one will be high and inside. 2-1 to Ryan Jarvis. He's 2 for 7 here in the series. The 2-1 will be swung on and missed. Good pitch there by Wedgeworth on the inner half. And Jarvis unable to connect with it. Count now 2-2. Called strike 3 by Wedgeworth, as he's going to get Ryan Jarvis to go down looking. 5 up, 5 down for Houston Wedgeworth. As the DH, Tyler Welsh will step in now. He's 0 for 7 on the season. He does have an RBI via sac fly. The first one to him will miss outside. Welsh has struck out 4 times. He's a junior at Hastings College from Tucson, Arizona. The 1-0 to him will miss inside. Count evens up at 1-1. Welsh at Hastings hit .260 in 39 games played. 16 RBIs, 2 homers for the righty. The 2-0 to him will miss. And the count is 3-0. Apologies to Tyler Welsh. The 3-0 will be dropped in there by Houston Wedgeworth. Count now 3-1. Welsh will put a drive into that one, pushing Elijah Reeves back. But he's on it. 6 up, 6 down for Houston Wedgeworth here in Game 3 versus the Hastings Sodbusters. Spuds Bats coming up looking for their first hit. We'll be right back.
It's the crack of the bat, roar of the crowd, and an ice-cold Budweiser in your hand. Budweiser is the perfect companion to every pitch, hit, and home run. Brewed for those who live for the game and savor the moment. This season, make it a Bud. Budweiser. This Bud is for you.
Back at Mike Lansing Field here in the bottom of the second inning, the shortstop, Jack Opine, steps in for his first plate appearance here. The first one to him from Jacobitz was in there. The count's 0-1. The second one will be ripped by Opine out to the outfield, but the right fielder, Luke Cossey, had a read on it, and he makes the play 2 pitches, 1 out here for Creighton Jacobitz. As the first baseman, River Smith will step in. Smith, 1 for 5 last night with an RBI. He struck out looking as well in last night's contest. The first one to River Smith will miss outside. 1-0 here in this lefty-on-lefty matchup. The 1-0 will miss a bit low. Count jumps to 2-0 for River Smith. He's 1 for 9 here in the series. With the RBI last night, he's come around to score a run, and he's also been hit by a pitch. The 2-0 will catch the outer half of the zone. 2-1 now. The big lefty delivers. And it'll be dropped in there to even up the count at 2-2. The 2-2 from Jacobitz will be high and inside. Count is full to River Smith. He's 11 for 32 here in the ILB season, hitting .344. As he awaits the payoff, he will rip that one back to the pitcher, Jacobitz. He runs over to first and flips it on to his first baseman, Jarvis. 2 down here in the bottom of the second. The second baseman, Caden Wilcox, stepping in here. Caden 2 for 5 last night with a double. He had an RBI and a stolen base. But the 3 times he didn't reach, he struck out. He fouls off the first pitch to him. The count is 0-1. Wilcox 3 for 8 in the series with a double and a triple. 2 RBIs, a walk, 4 strikeouts, and a run scored. He will chop the second one to him to the third baseman. Cross fires over to Jarvis at first. 3 up, 3 down once again for Creighton Jacobitz. As the bases are getting lonely here tonight, no one has reached as we head to the third frame of the ball game. Score remains 0-0.
Looking for reliable power solutions built to perform? Look no further than Moser Energy Systems in Evansville. Moser is a leading provider of diversified, distributed power systems. We deliver cutting-edge power where and when you need it most. Trusted by industries worldwide, powered by Wyoming pride. Visit moserenergy.com today. When it comes to piping solutions, you can count on the industrial piping specialists in Casper, serving the energy, construction, and industrial sectors with top quality products and unmatched service. For piping done right, on time, and on budget, trust the experts at IPS. Visit them at 928 North Robertson Road today.
Back at Mike Lansing Field in the top of the third inning. Leading off will be the catcher, Graham Hilton. The first one to him missed outside. It's 1-0 to the Sodbusters catcher, who pinch hit in the ninth inning and earned himself a walk. He will chop that one to Witt at third. He gloves and fires across the infield to his MSUB teammate, River Smith. And another man put out here by Houston Wedgeworth. As the center fielder, Chase Phillips, will step in here. Last night, he earned himself the win as he went 5 innings, 4 hits allowed, 4 runs, all of those being earned. 5 walks, 4 Ks, but enough for him to get the victory as his team gave him some run support late. That one's going to be chopped under Wedgeworth's glove. It's going to skip over the second base back. Wilcox fires over to first and gets Chase Phillips by half a step. On time, on line throw by the second baseman, Caden Wilcox, as the Spuds already playing better defense here tonight. With 2 down, the shortstop, Christian Loera, will step in. He went 1 for 5 yesterday with an RBI. As the first one to him from Wedgeworth misses a bit low and inside. Loera in the series, 3 for 7. And that one will be chopped. Opine over. He gloves and fires on the run over to River Smith. 9 men up, 9 men down here for Houston Wedgeworth. As I predicted before the ball game, looking like we might be in for a pitching duel here at Mike Lansing Field. The Spuds look to have their say in that as we head to the bottom of the third. Score remains 0-0.
Hungry for pizza that hits the spot every time? Order from Papa John's, made with fresh dough, quality ingredients, and that signature garlic sauce you love. Whether you want classic pepperoni, loaded veggie, or something new, Papa John's delivers hot, fresh, and ready to enjoy. Plus, with easy online ordering and fast delivery, your perfect pizza night is just a few clicks away. Choose Papa John's. Better ingredients, better pizza.
Back at the ballpark here in the bottom of the third inning. No runners have reached for either side here. Your Spuds right fielder, Matt Marsick, looking to change that here as he steps in for his first plate appearance. Marsick 0 for 3 last night. He walked twice and struck out. The first pitch to him missed low, and it's 1-0. Marsick 2 for 6 here in the series. That one will graze the Spuds right fielder. And he does change what we came into the bottom of the third inning with, no runners reaching. And he'll be the first of the ball game for either team. As your catcher, Parker Burt, steps in now. Burt getting his first start since June 6th, where against the Zap, he went 0 for 3 with 2 Ks. The first one to him will be ripped through the left side of the infield. A single for Parker Burt on the first pitch he sees. And back-to-back men have reached here for the Casper Spuds. As the third baseman, Andrew Witt, will step up to the plate. His last start on May 29th versus the Prospects, he went 0 for 3 with a K. He did walk and steal a base in that one. He also stole a base last night, coming in as a pinch runner. The first one to him will be a called strike, 0-1. Witt looking to wake the bat up here, 1 for 18 in the ILB season, but in a good position to put a run up for the Spuds. As after that miss, the count will be 1-1. Witt does have an RBI here on the season. Looking for his second, the 1-1. Will miss a bit inside. 2-1 to the redshirt freshman at Montana State University Billings. Coming to us from Bakersfield, California. The 2-1 will be ripped by Witt over the second baseman Vega's head. Marsick will come home to score. Burt goes first to third, and the throw goes to third. Witt is going to get thrown out at second, trying to advance as the throw from the outfield came into third. There will be an out, but a nice RBI single there from Andrew Witt to get the Spuds on the board. They lead this one 1-0. The umpire in the field, Scott Roberts, making the call over there on the bang-bang play at second. After that eventful out, we're back to the top of the order for the Spuds in Elijah Reeves. Looks like a bug flew into the eye of Elijah Reeves as he digs that out. Calls time and will now step back in with the Sodbusters playing the infielders in on the grass, trying to prevent Burt from scoring at third. The ball is hit on the infield. The 0-0 will miss low and away. 1-0 to Elijah Reeves. Second one will miss low. 2-0 to Elijah Reeves. Reeves rips that one out to center field. It will drop in. Burt unable to determine if that one would be caught by the center fielder Chase Phillips. Went back looking like he was going to tag, but the ball fell inches in front of Chase Phillips. And there will be runners on the corners for the left fielder, Trent Rucker. Rucker popping out to the second baseman in his first AB. Looking to drive another run home here for the Spuds after the Reeves single. He swings at the first pitch he sees. It's going to be out on right behind the second base bag. And the shortstop, Christian Loera, makes the catch. 2 down here in the bottom of the third inning. The DH, Hunter Billingsley, will step in now. first one to him will be a called strike in at the belt. As Jacobitz comes set, the 0-1 as Reeves goes, that one will be ripped. Moreira gloves on the move and flips over to his first baseman, Ryan Jarvis. 3 down here in the bottom of the third inning. But an RBI single from Andrew Witt will get the Spuds on the board. We head to the fourth frame of this ball game. Spuds lead 1-0.
Craving comfort food anytime, day or night? Head to Denny's. America's Diner is always open. Whether it's pancakes at midnight, burgers for breakfast, or coffee to fuel your day, Denny's has you covered. With friendly service, affordable prices, and something for everyone, it's the perfect spot to gather, relax, and dig in. So why wait? Swing by Denny's today, where good food and great memories are always on the menu.
Looking for bold flavors and great vibes? Swing by Stahoo's Brewery and Tap Room, the official brewery of your Casper Spuds. Located at 1015 East C Street in Casper, locally brewed beers, rotating taps, and a chill, welcoming atmosphere make it the perfect spot to unwind. Whether you're a craft beer connoisseur or just looking to try something new, Stahoo's has a pour waiting for you. Great beer, great people, that's the Stahoo's way. See you there and go Spuds!
Back at the ballpark here in the top of the fourth inning. It's back to the top of the order as Vega rips that one to his counterpart at second, and Wilcox will make another play. 1 down here in the top of the fourth inning. Jackson Crane digs in here. The first one to him will miss on the inner half, 1-0. The second one will miss outside, now 2-0 to Jackson Crane. Crane 4 for 17 here in the ILB season, hitting .235. That one will be skied on the infield. Andrew Witt calls everyone off, and he makes the play. 2 up, 2 down here in the top of the fourth inning. The right fielder, Luke Cossey, digs in here. The first one to Cossey will catch the plate. 0-1. Next one will miss. Count now 1-1 to Luke Cossey. The 1-1 from Wedgeworth will be chopped. Going to be a tough play as Houston collects. He fires over to first, but it's not going to be in time. I've been saving some thoughts because it's early in the ball game, but I can let them out now. The no-hitter has ended for Houston Wedgeworth on basically a swinging bunt by Luke Cossey that will get the first man on bags for the Sodbusters. The third baseman, Bratt Cross, steps in here. The two-way player from Washington State University, originally from Lake Havasu City, Arizona, will narrowly dodge a pitch on the inner half, and the count will be 1-0. Next one misses, count now 2-0 to Bratt Cross. That one ripped to Wilcox, 4, 6, and the Spuds avoid runs here for the Sodbusters in the top of the fourth inning. First man does reach for Hastings, but the Spuds remain with the lead as we head to the bottom of the fourth. 1-0 Spuds.
Serving Casper and all of Wyoming. Teton Distributors is Wyoming's foremost distributor for America's most beloved beer, craft brews, and non-alcoholic beverages. They keep your favorite drinks flowing. Locally driven, community focused. Teton Distributors. We deliver more than just beverages. Western Energy Fabrication in Casper is your one-stop fabrication shop, specializing in fabrication, welding, consulting, installation, facility manufacturing, design, and project management. Whether it's custom builds or full facility solutions, they deliver quality and precision from start to finish. Western Energy Fabrication, built for Wyoming, built to last.
Back at the ballpark, apologies for the empty screen time here. We're having issues playing our pre-recorded ads for you all. The Spuds shortstop, Jack Opine, steps in. He fouled off the first pitch to him, pulling it down the third base line. He skies that one out to the outfield, driving Jackson Crane back out and left. But he makes the play, and there will be one down here in the bottom of the fourth inning. The first baseman, River Smith, up now for his second appearance at the plate. He chopped one to the pitcher, Jacobitz, in his first AB. And he'll foul off the first pitch to him in the second one. 0-1 to River Smith. The 0-1 from Creighton Jacobitz will be swung on and missed by River Smith. Quickly 0-2 to the Spuds first baseman. The 0-2 will be fouled off into the third base side bleachers as the count remains 0-2 to River Smith. That one will miss outside. 1-2 to River Smith. Smith, 9 RBIs, 8 runs scored here in the ILB season. The 1-2 will be swung on and missed. Jacobitz wins that lefty-lefty matchup. And there'll be 2 down here in the bottom of the 4th inning. The second baseman, Caden Wilcox, digs in now. He grounded out to third to end the 2nd inning as he looks to extend the 4th here for the Spuds. First one to him will miss outside, 1-0. Wilcox rips that one out to right. Casa barely has to move, and he sets him down. Jacobitz with a quick 1-2-3 inning. Another one here for him in the ball game. And we head to the 5th here at Mike Lansing Field. Spuds still lead it 1-0.
Stay informed with KTWO, Casper's home for breaking news, weather, and local stories that matter to you. From sunrise to sign off, our team brings you the coverage you can count on. KTWO, your news, your station. For home improvement done right, head to Sutherland's. From lumber and tools to paint and patio furniture, we've got everything you need to tackle your next project. Sutherland's, helping Casper build better every day.
Back here at Mike Lansing Field in the 5th inning, leading off will be the first baseman, Ryan Jarvis. The first one to him, tattooed out to right, driving Matt Marsick back. He runs into the wall trying to make a jumping catch up against it, but he's going to fire it in just in time for Ryan Jarvis to reach third standing. He put a charge into that ball. And the Sodbusters in great position here to knot up the game at 1. As with no men out and a man on third, the DH, Tyler Welsh, will step up to the plate. The first one to him will miss outside. He rips that one to Whitt at third, who collects and fires over to Smith at first. A big first out for Houston Wedgeworth. The catcher, Graham Hilton, will step back up. Good stop by Parker Burt. Using every inch of that tall frame of his to keep that one from rolling to the backstop. And the count will be 1-0. Wedgeworth back on track as he pumps in a strike to even up the count at 1-1. The 1-1 will be swung on and missed by Graham Hilton. 1-2 now to the Sodbusters catcher. The 1-2 from Wedgeworth will miss a bit outside. Count now 2-2. Wedgeworth comes set. The 2-2 will miss a bit inside, and that'll push the count full. A walk wouldn't be the worst thing in the world, as it would set up the inning-ending double play. But a strikeout would be even better here. The payoff will be chopped out to left field. Trent Rucker's got a cannon. They're going to test him as he comes up firing. The throw will be on line and get him by a mile. Trent Rucker, he's been showing it all season long, but he's yet to throw out a runner. He gets his first one here, and it'll keep the Sodbusters off the board. We head to the bottom of the 5th inning after the amazing throw by Trent Rucker. Spuds still lead 1-0.
Craving legendary food and service? Head on down to Texas Roadhouse in Evansville, where the steaks are hand-cut, the rolls are hot and fresh, and the energy is always high. Whether it's a family dinner or a night out with friends, Texas Roadhouse is here for you. Located at 210 Miracle Street, be sure to come hungry, and we know you'll leave happy. Legendary food, legendary service, that's Texas Roadhouse.
Back at Mike Lansing Field, leading off the inning will be the right fielder, Matt Marsick. The first one to him will be in on the inner half, 0-1. Marsick hit by a pitch in the 3rd inning. He was the lone run to come around and score for the Casper Spuds. After back-to-back singles from Burt and Witt. That one misses, the count 1-1 to Matt Marsick. That one misses from Jacobitz, and the count will be 2-1. Marsick chops that one to the second baseman, Vega. He collects and fires over to Jarvis at first. One down in the bottom of the fifth inning for the Spuds. The catcher, Parker Burt. The other key piece of that inning-ending gunning by Trent Rucker, firing from mid to short left field to get Jarvis at the plate, as the leadoff triple from the Sodbusters went to waste on that inning-ending double play. Fly out to Rucker, gunned by Rucker at the plate, 0-1 to Burt. And he'll swing and miss at the second offering, and the count is quickly 0-2. The 0-2 from Jacobitz will be ripped by Burt, just foul, as Ryan Jarvis almost made a nice play in foul territory. The 0-2 once again will be ripped to the same spot by Parker Burt, and the count will remain 0-2. Jacobitz comes set. The 0-2 will miss on the outer half. 1-2 now. The 1-2 will be ripped by Burt, this time just outside of the third base bag, as he's fouling off a lot of close pitches. Burt, who came into this contest really struggling. He was 1 for 13 prior to that single in the third inning. The 1-2 will be ripped to the left side again, and Parker Burt, not to call anything too early here, but 2 singles on hard hit balls to the left side of the infield from the tall catcher as he reaches for the second time today. With 1 down and a man on first, the man with the lone RBI here in this ball game, Andrew Witt, digs in. Witt, a 4-year varsity starter at Garces Memorial High School in Bakersfield, will take ball 1 on the outer half. The redshirt freshman at MSUB, majoring in business management there. The 1-0 will miss outside again. 2-0 to Andrew Witt. Andrew, not only a good ball player, just a great guy in general. Love to chat with Andrew when I see him. The 2-0 will be dropped in by Jacobitz, and the count now 2-1. Two and two now to Andrew Witt. The 2-2 will be ripped by Witt just inside of the third base bag as Parker Burt will go first to third. Once again, Witt this time standing in at second as he gets his second hit of the day, this time a double. And with two men in scoring position, Elijah Reeves will step in. Reeves had a single of his own in the third inning. He flew out to right in his first plate appearance. After the mound visit from the Sodbusters, Elijah Reeves digs in now with the infield in for the Sodbusters. The first one by Jacobitz will miss outside. 1-0 to Elijah Reeves. Reeves rips that one, and it's going to be between the wickets of Vega at second as he can't come up with it. The throw from the center fielder, Phillips, will be late. And 2 runs score here for the Spuds on the RBI single from Elijah Reeves. Spuds jump out to a 3-0 lead here. And Trent Rucker will step in now, as the Spuds are the first team to break through Creighton Jacobitz. The big lefty has been on a tear throughout the ILB season, but the Spuds, at the moment, getting the better of him, as the first one to Rucker will miss outside. Count now 1-0. Still only a man out, as Rucker is going to rip that one off the end of the bat, pushing Chase Phillips a couple steps back. He's under it and makes the play. And there will now be 2 down here in the bottom of the 5th inning. Hunter Billingsley will step in now, as Jacobitz checks over on the speedy Elijah Reeves. Billingsley 0 for 2 here today, grounding out to second and grounding out to short. Looking to keep the inning alive here for the Spuds. The first one to him will miss outside. It's 1-0. The 1-0 to Billingsley will miss a bit low. Count now 2-0. Reeves going on the 2-0, and he's going to slide in safely, as another Spud will be in scoring position. The previous pitch will miss, and it's 3-0 to Hunter Billingsley. Elijah Reeves with his 3rd stolen base of the season. Reeves going again, and he's going to be in at 3rd. The speed of Elijah Reeves rearing its head here. Back-to-back stolen bases for the Spuds center fielder. The previous pitch to Billingsley caught the inner half of the plate. The count is 3-1 with a man now on third. As that one misses high, ball 4. And there will be runners on the corners for the Spuds shortstop, Jack Opine. Opine flying out in both of his plate appearances, first to right, second to left. As Jacobitz steps off the mound and watches Elijah Reeves back to third as he's doing some dancing over there, creeping down the third base line. The first pitch to Opine will be skied down the right field line, but pushed over by the batting cages here at Mike Lansing Field. The 0-1 will be ripped to his counterpart at short. He collects and fires over to Vega. The two RBI single from Elijah Reeves will plate 2 more runs for your Casper Spuds. And they head to the 6th inning, leading 3-0.
Looking for your next adventure? Visit Casper, where the wide open spaces meet unforgettable experiences. From hiking around Casper Mountain to casting a line in the North Platte River, there's something for everyone. Make memories that only happen here. Visit Casper. At Platte Valley Bank in Casper, we're more than just a bank, we're your neighbor. Whether you're buying a home, starting a business, or planning for the future, our local team is here to help you every step of the way. Platte Valley Bank. Bank on the Valley, bank on us.
Back at the ballpark here in the top of the 6th inning, Houston Wedgeworth still on the mound for your Spuds. Leading off the inning will be the center fielder, Chase Phillips. The 1-0 will be chopped to Opine at short. He gloves and gets Phillips by half a step. Good collect, good throw by Jack Opine. And there's one down here for the Sodbusters. They got 2 hits to this point of the ball game, as Wedgeworth is spinning a gem at the moment. That one ripped out to Elijah Reeves. He takes a couple steps to his left. One pitch, one out. As there will now be two down here in the top of the sixth inning. We're back to the top of the order for the Sodbusters. The second baseman, Drew Vega, steps in here. The first one to him will miss high. It's 1-0. The second one will be in there. Now 1-1. That one will miss low. Count now 2-1. Here's the 2-1. That one will miss high. It's now 3-1. The 3-1 from Wedgeworth will be ripped to Opine at short. He collects and skips it over to first. 3 up, 3 down here for Houston Wedgeworth in the top of the sixth inning. Sodbusters still looking for their first run as we head to the bottom of the sixth inning. 3-0 Spuds.
At Banner Health, Wyoming Medical Center, your health is a priority. From emergency care to everyday checkups, the Casper team is here for you, providing trusted care close to home. Banner Health, excellence in every heartbeat. At Central Wyoming Counseling Center in Casper, your mental well-being matters. From everyday counseling to crisis services, we are here to help you heal, grow, and thrive. Hope starts here at CWCC.
Back at the ballpark here in the bottom of the sixth inning. River Smith will lead off this one. On the first pitch he sees, he goes the other way, but pushes it just foul, and the count will be 0-1. That one misses inside. The count now 1-1 to River Smith. That one is going to catch River Smith. And the leadoff man is on here in the bottom of the sixth inning. As Caden Wilcox steps in now. Wilcox looking for his first hit here tonight. He'll rip the first pitch he sees up and over the press box here at Mike Lansing Field. 0-1. Wilcox shows bunt, and he'll get it down. Smith will advance to second. Wilcox down after the sacrifice bunt, but a man will be in scoring position with only one out. Matt Marsick will step in here. He rips the first pitch he sees to Vega at second. He fires over to Jarvis at first. Second out here for the Spuds in the bottom of the 6th inning, but River Smith will be on third. Parker Burt will step in. 2 for 2 today, both singles. Ripped to the left side of the infield. But he's looking to drive home another run here with a man in scoring position. The first one to him will miss high. 1-0. Burt will foul that one straight back, and the count is 1-1. As Jacobitz comes set, the 1-1 will be inside to Parker Burt as he scoots out of the way, and the count will be 2-1. That one ripped out to right field, pushing back Luke Cossey, but he'll make the play a couple steps in front of the warning track. Spuds unable to tack on another run. We head to the 7th inning. They lead 3-0. As we're having some technical difficulties loading in our preloaded ads, I want to take this time to say a couple words on my mind here. Not one to normally look at the comments as we try and give you guys a live broadcast similar to what you would see in any other sporting event where it's a broadcast and not a live stream. But for those fans upset at the way I'm calling games, I apologize if it came off harsh or upsetting to you. I am the home broadcaster for the Casper Spuds, and you're watching on the Casper Spuds YouTube. So there will obviously be slight bias, especially considering I know all these guys and talk to all of them each and every day. basically his co-workers. I hold myself to a high character and believe I uphold that to the best of my ability. And I would never intentionally diss on a player that I don't even know. So just wanted to get that off my chest here as we're back in the top of the 7th inning. Calling the game as I see it, obviously with a little hometown bias, as I hope to do that someday for my favorite team. And if you listen in to any home team's broadcast, there's bias. Sorry if that's news. The 0-2 to Jackson Crane will be a swinging strike 3, but it gets away from Parker Burt. And a man will be on here in the top of the 7th inning. Luke Cossey, the right fielder, will step in now, as the first man struck out but reached due to a drop third strike that skipped away from Burt. Cossey rips that one down the left field line but pushes it foul. As Wedgeworth checks over on Crane at first, he'll dive back in safely. The 0-1 from Wedgeworth will be ripped up the middle. Back-to-back runners have reached here for the Sodbusters as they look to generate some run support for their starter, Creighton Jacobitz, who has pitched another very solid game here. He has given up his first earned runs of the season, but that happens in the game of baseball, especially in the ILB with a lot of good ball players. Stepping in will be the third baseman, Bratt Cross. With 2 men on, the first one to him will catch the inner half of the zone. The count is 0-1. That one behind Bratt Cross, but Burt, lunging to his left, will make the stop and keep the runners where they are. The count 1-1. It'll miss outside, now 2-1 to Bratt Cross. The 3-1 will be laid down for a bunt by Cross. Witt collects his play. His only play, I should say, is to fire over to first. There will be 1 out, but 2 runners now in scoring position for the Sodbusters. As the lefty first baseman, Ryan Jarvis, steps in here. Last time up, he ripped a first pitch triple over the head of Matt Marsick, who went crashing into the wall trying to make a great running catch out there and right. Man on third, man on second. 1 down here for Ryan Jarvis. And that one will catch him. So the bases will be loaded. And the DH, Tyler Welsh, will step in. as pitching coach Matt Jeffreyon is out for a mound visit. Bases loaded here for the Sodbusters. Tyler Welsh will dig in after the mound visit. The corner's in for the Spuds, looking to keep the Sodbusters off the board, as the first one from Wedgeworth will be dropped in for strike one. The 0-1 will be skied down the right field line, but pushed foul into the Spuds bullpen. And it's quickly 0-2 to Tyler Welsh. Still looking for his first hit here in the ILB season, and what a big one it would be for the Hastings Sodbusters. Houston Wedgeworth looking for a big second out here. The 0-2 will be fouled off this time into the first base side netting. And the count will remain 0-2. As Wedgeworth comes set, the 0-2 once again will miss a bit high. Count now 1-2 to Tyler Welsh. And a swing and a miss there from Tyler Welsh as Wedgeworth got him out in front on that off-speed pitch. And a massive second out for Houston Wedgeworth, as the catcher Graham Hilton will step in now. The 0-0 to Graham Hilton will be ripped to Opine. He collects and he can't come up with it. He was able to knock it down. Would have been a tough play as he was ranging to his right. A run will score for the Sodbusters. Score now 3-1. And with the bases reloaded, Chase Phillips digs in here. First one in at the knees. Count 0-1. The 0-1 from Wedgeworth will be chopped to Opine once again. This time he's able to handle it, and he flips over to Caden Wilcox. 3 down here in the top of the 7th inning. Sodbusters do get on the board and make this ball game a run closer as we head to the bottom of the 7th here at Mike Lansing Field. Spuds lead 3-1.
If you're visiting Casper for business, adventure, or just passing through town, Best Western has you covered. With clean, comfortable rooms, free hot breakfast, and a staff that treats you like family, you'll feel right at home, whether near or far. With 3 convenient locations, Best Western in Casper is your base camp for everything Wyoming. Book your stay and rest easy today. Looking to get active and connect with your community? The YMCA of Natrona County and Casper has something for everyone. State-of-the-art fitness equipment, youth programs, swim lessons, and more. Whether you're chasing goals or just getting started, the Y is here for you. Visit CasperYMCA.org and join a community that moves you forward.
We're back here in the bottom of the 7th inning. Sodbusters do tack on their first run of the ball game to make it a 3-1 game here at Mike Lansing Field, as the rain has really started to come down just in between the switching of the orders. Leading off will be the third baseman, Andrew Witt, who's 2 for 2 here today with a single and a double. He tried to lay down a bunt on the first attempt, and it was a called strike as he wasn't able to pull back in time, The second one to him misses low, and the count is 1-1. Cali Smooth, Andrew Witt, feeling good at the dish here today, the 1-1. Good block from the catcher, Graham Hilton. Obviously no runners on, but a good stop. Either way, after the low pitch, the count is 2-1. Witt is going to flare that one over Vega's head, and the second baseman unable to make the catch on the run out in short right field. Game changer, what we normally use to score the game, hasn't been working here tonight for us. So unable to get an official ruling, but if I had to rule that was a tough play for Drew Vega. I would give Andrew Witt his third hit of the game, 3 for 3. Back to the top of the order for the Spuds with the leadoff man on. Elijah Reeves will step in as he lays down a perfect bunt, and he's fast. He's going to get in easily as Jacobitz sails the throw. Witt is going to come home. First to home for Andrew Witt on the bunt from Elijah Reeves as he's into second standing. The Spuds get that run rate back. Regain their 3-run lead. It's now 4-1. Jacobitz with an unforced error there, firing it over Ryan Jarvis's head as it sailed to the outfield wall. And with nobody out, Trent Rucker will step in with a man in scoring position. A picture-perfect bunt from Elijah Reeves just inside the third base line. Jacobitz wanting an out with a throwing error, and it'll bite him as the Spuds regain their 3-run lead. The first one to Rucker misses, and it's 1-0. That second one from Trent Rucker will catch the inner half of the plate. Count now 1-1. Jacobitz collecting himself after the error The 1-1 will catch the inner half of the plate again. Great pitch there by Creighton Jacobitz. And he leads this count 1-2 now. The 1-2 will be ripped into the first base side bleachers. Count will remain 1-2, but Trent Rucker staying alive. As a lot of the fans who are here at Mike Lansing Field either calling it a night or finding some coverage due to the heavy rain out of nowhere here in Casper. Rucker is going to foul another one off, this time down the right field line into the Spuds bullpen. I feel like I'm missing a Trent Rucker plate appearance. The two that I have were both pop-ups. The 1-2 as Reeves goes. Rucker's going to rip one over the head of the left fielder Jackson Crane. Elijah Reeves will trot on home as Trent Rucker rips an RBI double. And the Spuds increase the lead. It's now 5-1 Spuds. Two different versions of the game here in back-to-back at-bats for the Spuds. A little small ball by Elijah Reeves to bring home a run. And a rock'em sock'em double for Trent Rucker as the Spuds are the first team in the ILB season to knock out Creighton Jacobitz. If they can hold on, it'll be his first loss of the season. As I mentioned at the top of the broadcast, the 6'2 lefty had been nearly flawless here in the ILB season. But the Spuds putting together good at-bats, playing small ball, making plays in the field as they lead this one 5-1. The head coach for the Sodbusters, Josh Printer, out for a visit, as I thought it was going to be to get his left-handed ace, but it was just a mound visit. He's going to keep him on the mound here with still nobody out in the bottom of the 7th inning. 3 straight Spud hitters reaching base in this one. After the brief pause, Hunter Billingsley will step in here. The 0-0 will be ripped down the right field line, but it's going to be into the Spuds bullpen. Once again, a hot spot here tonight. The count will be 0-1 to H. Bills. Billingsley, a big Pedialyte and protein bar kind of guy, and if you've seen him, that holds true. Strong kid is Hunter. He's going to foul out in foul territory to the third baseman, Brock Cross. And with one down, Jack Opine will step in here. Spud shortstop looking for, I believe, his first hit of the day again. Apologies for not having everything straightened out up here. Game changer not functioning at the ballpark tonight. Opine's going to swing at the first pitch he sees and sky that one out to Luke Cossey in right. Rucker fakes as if he's going to third. He will now go to third. And trying to advance an extra 90 feet. He will get tagged out as the throw from Cossey did skip away from the cutoff man, Drew Vega. But the third baseman, Brock Cross, there to back him up as he flipped it back over to Vega and applied the tag. We head to the 8th inning here. Quick game so far. Let's knock on wood. Spuds lead 5-1.
This season, fuel your Spud spirit with the crisp, refreshing taste of Pepsi, one of the official drinks of your Casper Spuds. Whether you're cheering from the stands or the couch, Pepsi is the perfect game day companion. Ice cold, bold, and made for fans like you. Grab a Pepsi and let's go Spuds.
Back here in the top of the 8th inning, Cade Queen out of the pen for the Casper Spuds after Houston Wedgeworth gave a beautiful 7 innings of work here tonight. He's got the Sodbusters hitter in a 2-2 count as Moreira rips that one out to Elijah Reeves in center, and he'll be under it to put him away. 1 down here in the top of the 8th inning. Drew Vega, the second baseman for the Sodbusters, stepping in here. The first one to Vega will miss high. 1-0. The 1-0 from Cade Queen will be in there at the belt. 1-1 now to Drew Vega. Cade Queen delivers the 1-1, and it'll be swung on and missed. Drew Vega now in a 1-2 hole. Queen likes what he sees. The 1-2 will be fouled down the right field line by Vega as he stays alive. Queen with the 1-2 once again. He'll fire it in a bit high. 2-2 now. Spuds 5 runs on 8 hits. Sodbusters 1 run on 4 hits. The 2-2 will catch Vega on the back. And after being 1 pitch away from putting him down, Vega will trot over to first, shaking off the pain of that one drilling him in the back. With 1 man on and 1 man out, Jackson Crane will step up to the dish. That one from Queen a bit high and inside as Crane had to duck out of the way. Count will be 1-0. Queen looking to get back on track here. The 1-0 will miss high. 2-0 now. Queen did pitch last night. It was a third of an inning, but it was the last out in the top of the 9th. That long 9th inning that the Spuds look to flush and forget here in Game 3. The 1 out that Queen got was a strikeout. Struggling a little bit with the control here. I'm sure a little bit of rain and some wind don't make it easy on him, but the 2-0 will miss high once again. The count now 3-0. Vega on first after being hit by the pitch. Crane in a 3-0 count. As Queen delivers, he'll drop that one in there. Apologies. It's called ball 4. I was a little tied up there as Vega was sprinting down the second, attempting to steal. Didn't look like he knew that was called ball 4 either. But back-to-back men have reached for the Sodbusters here. And we know this team doesn't give in until the game is done. Luke Casa digs in. That one from Queen misses high. I don't want to say it, but I am getting a little bit of deja vu from last night. Queen finally getting back on track, firing in a strike. Queen having a great season. He has a .105 batting average against. He's only given up 2 hits. The 1-1 will miss just a bit outside. 2-1. Queen 5.1 innings pitched, 4 runs, only one of those earned, 5 walks, 8 Ks. The 2-1 from Cade Queen will be pushed the other way and land just outside of the third base side bleachers. 2-2 count now to Luke Casa, the Sodbusters right fielder. Here's the 2-2. He'll foul it off again. Same spot, this time a little bit deeper. But the count will remain at 2-2. Crane on first, Vega on second. Queen delivers the 2-2, and it'll be a called strike 3 on the inner half. Casa goes down looking, shaking his head, not a fan of the call. But it'll be 2 down here in the top of the 8th inning, as the third baseman Bratt looks to keep the inning alive for the Sodbusters here late in the ball game. The first one across will be swung on. Trent Rucker has a read on it, and he makes a play out there in left. 3 down here as Cade Queen comes in out of the pen and keeps the Sodbusters off the board. We head to the bottom of the 8th inning. Spuds still lead it 5-1.
Ready to hit the road? Smith RV Sales and Service in Casper has everything you need, from new and used RVs to expert repairs and parts. Family owned and locally trusted. We'll help you gear up for your next great adventure. Smith RV. We can get you there. When you need it done right, call the right guy in Casper. From handyman services, painting, and home repairs and remodeling, no job is too big or too small. Trusted, reliable, and local. The right guy gets it done right the first time.
Back here at the ballpark in the bottom of the 8th inning, leading off for your Casper Spuds will be River Smith. The man on the mound for the Hastings Sodbusters will be number 18, Jaden Shawbury. I believe making his first appearance on the mound here for the Sodbusters. He fires in a first pitch strike, and the second offering to Smith will be fouled off down the third base line. It's quickly 0-2 to the Spuds first baseman. As Shawbury delivers, Smith will foul that one again, this time down the left field line. And out of play. The 0-2 from Jaden Shawbury will miss a bit outside. 1-2 to River Smith. Shawbury comes set. Smith will foul that one off into the third base side netting. Count remains 1-2. Shawbury with the 1-2. Smith fouling off another close pitch. We reset on the 1-2. It'll miss a bit outside. 2-1 to River Smith. The 2-2 will miss outside, and River Smith, after fouling off the close ones and taking the ones off the plate, has worked the count full. The 3-2 from Jaden Shawbury will be fouled off once again by River Smith. Great at bat here for River, as the leadoff man looks to get on for the Spuds. We'll see who gives in first. We reset. The payoff pitch will be just a bit low, and River Smith fights in that count, scratching his way to a walk. The second baseman, Caden Wilcox, will step in now with the man on first base. The first one to him will catch the inner half of the plate, 0-1. The 0-1 will be skied by Wilcox. It's going to land on the party deck out and right. Quickly 0-2 to the Spuds second baseman. The 0-2 will be chopped by Wilcox just outside the third base bag. We'll redo the 0-2. As Shawbury checks on Smith over at first, he'll dive back in safely. The 0-2 once again will be fouled off by Wilcox. I believe he hit it off himself as he takes a sec to get back into the box. We'll do the 0-2 once more. Here it is from Shawbury. That one skied out to right field, and Luke Cossey makes the play. One down on the pop out to right. Speaking of right, the right fielder, Matt Marsick, will step in here. Marsick has been hit by a pitch here today, and he waves and misses at the first pitch he sees. 0-1. The 0-1 will be taken by Matt Marsick on the inner half of the plate to even up the count at 1-1. With one down in the inning, 1-6, River Smith on at first. Number 1, Matt Marsick at the plate. The 1-1 will be skied on the infield. Third baseman Bratt Cross calls everyone off, and in foul territory as that one drifted. He'll make a sliding grab. 2 down here in the bottom of the 8th inning. Parker Burt looking to keep up the great day at the plate here with 2 out in the bottom of the 8th inning. Shabry checking on Smith. He refocuses on Burt. And Burt will sky one right up over my head here in the press box. 0-1. The 0-1 will be ripped by Burt to the third baseman, and it's in between the wickets. Bratt cross. Unable to get a glove on that one. Parker Burt reaches base again here today. As Coach Josh Printer steps out of the dugout. We'll see if it's a mound visit or if he's going to the pen once again. The home plate umpire, Tom Day, getting in on the conversation here. It looks like Shabry, maybe with a tight shoulder. Not sure if he's going to, doesn't look like he's going to continue in this contest. As Printer will take the ball and hand it to the man out of the pen. Shabry leaving this one earlier than I assume he wanted, as he's reaching for the shoulder. He got through 2/3 before having to leave this one. As the Sodbusters go to a submarine pitcher here, Nate Fisher, the righty out of northern Oklahoma A&M, originally from Bixby, Oklahoma, will step on the mound for the Sodbusters with his funky delivery. He's a redshirt freshman at northeastern Oklahoma A&M, which is in Miami, Oklahoma. Didn't know they had one there. Fisher, 1-0 coming into this one in 3 games. 6.75 ERA in 2 2/3 innings pitched. 0 hits allowed, 2 runs, both of those earned. He's given up 2 walks, yet to strike out a hitter here in the ILB season. But as I mentioned, with the no hits allowed, he does have a 0 batting average against. The third baseman, Andrew Witt, will step in looking to change that. As just like the man who's on first, Parker Burt, the 8 and 9 hole hitters here for the Spuds, having great days at the plate, getting out of a little bit of a slump here in the early season. But so far, here today, the duo to end the order for the Spuds have been getting the job done. As the first one from Fisher will be skied by Witt out to center field, and it's going to get over his head and roll up against the wall. Andrew Witt is going to head to third, and he will slide in safely. Andrew Witt, what a day. Kid, have one. A single to start. A double in his second plate appearance. And a triple here in the bottom of the 8th inning. Beautiful day for Andrew Witt at the plate as he drives in 2 more runs for the Spuds. And they take the lead 7-1. Back to the top of the order. Elijah Reeves will step up to the plate here. That one from Fisher, nasty arm angle and movement on that as it caught the inner half of the plate, 0-1. That one misses high. 1-1 to Elijah Reeves, who has 2 singles here today. The 1-1 absolutely ripped by Elijah Reeves out to left. Crane collects and fires it in as Andrew Witt, crosses home. Spuds jump out to an 8-1 lead here. After the RBI single from Elijah Reeves, Trent Rucker will get a chance to swing the lumber here with 2 down in the 8th inning. The first one to him catches the outer half. It's 0-1. The second offering from Fisher will be in at the knees on the inner half. Quickly 0-2 to the Spuds left fielder. I'm still replaying that throw out in left that he had earlier in this ball game to keep the Sodbusters off the board. Just a laser by Trent Rucker. The 0-2 will be swung on and missed. Nice pitch there from Fisher to put down the Spuds left fielder. But the Spuds add 3 runs here in the bottom of the 8th inning. Similar story as last night. They got a big lead. They're 3 outs away from closing the door. We'll see if they can do so when we come back. Back at Mike Lansing Field here in the top of the 9th inning. Spuds lead it 8-1. Don't forget to follow your Casper Spuds on Instagram for all the Spuds content you want and need. Cade Queen back on the mound for the Spuds here. Looking for 3 outs. To get back in the win column, Ryan Jarvis, the first baseman, is leading off the inning. The first 2 pitches to him both miss, and the count is 2-0. 3 pitches, 3 balls here from Cade Queen to start the 9th inning. And Jarvis, he's already ripped a ball for a triple in this one, looking for another. The 3-0 will be in there on the outer half, 3-1. Good job by Cade Queen not to just give in and allow a 4-pitch walk. The 3-1. Fired in there by Queen once again, and the count is now full. The payoff from Cade Queen will be flared up the middle. Opine collects on the run. Is unable to get Jarvis at first. Tough play for the shortstop as he was ranging to his left. But Jarvis, hustling out of the box, will get in safely. And the leadoff man on here in the top of the 9th inning for the Sodbusters. The DH, Tyler Welsh, up at the plate now, as that one skips away from Parker Burt. And Ryan Jarvis in scoring position as he advances to second. Count 1-0 to Welsh. As the Sodbusters are now going to bring out a pinch runner. It's going to be number 6, Chase Miller, running for the Sodbusters. He went 1 for 4 yesterday, was hit by a pitch, and was caught stealing. The 1-0 from Queen will catch the outer half to even it up at 1-1. Cade Queen comes set. The 1-1. Will miss a bit high as the runner was breaking for third. He slipped off the bag as he was getting his secondary lead. And Chase Miller goes hard into the second base bag, trying not to be out. We're going to cut away and take a quick break as they deal with the injured player here in the top of the 9th inning.
When it comes to tires, brakes, and peace of mind, trust Les Schwab Tire Center. With 2 convenient Casper locations, you'll get expert service, free tire checks, and the care you deserve. Les Schwab, doing the right thing matters. From garage doors to openers, trust the Overhead Door Company of Casper. Reliable, quality service you can count on. Locally owned and proudly serving Casper. Overhead Door, the genuine, the original.
back here as they help Chase Miller into the dugout after it looked like he turned an ankle getting back into the second base bag. We resume the count to Tyler Welsh. It was 2-1, but the most recent pitch missed, and it's now 3-1. That one will miss low. Back-to-back Sodbusters hitters reaching here in the 9th inning. And Graham Hilton, the catcher, will step in. Running for the Sodbusters, I believe, is number 17, Jet Hannaford at second. The 0-0 to Hilton will be in there. Nice job by Queen to fire in a first pitch strike. Still nobody out here in the top of the 9th inning. 2 men on. The 0-1 to Hilton will be swung on and missed. Nice stuff there by Cade Queen. And he's quickly got the Sodbusters catcher in an 0-2 hole. That one just misses on the inner half. Count will be 1-2 to Graham Hilton. The 1-2 will be swung on and missed. Hilton tried to check his swing, but he went too far. Newton's Law wins once again. And Chase Phillips, the center fielder, will step in now with 1 down. The 0-0 to Phillips will be at the belt in there, 0-1. The 0-1 will be skied high down the right field line, but pushed well out of play, and the count quickly 0-2 to the Sodbusters center fielder. Queen with the 0-2. He'll fire it in high. 1-0. The 1-2, apologies, will miss high once again, now 2-2. With Welsh on first, Hannaford on second, Phillips at the plate. Queen comes set. The 2-2 will be swung on and missed. Phillips goes down swinging. Back-to-back strikeouts for Cade Queen. And the 9-hole hitter, Christian Loera. Last chance here for the Sodbusters with 2 men out in the top of the 9th inning. First one to him will miss a bit high, 1-0. The 1-0 will catch Loera on the back. And the bases will be loaded for the Sodbusters here. There are 2 down, but we flip back to the top of the order in Drew Vega. The redshirt sophomore at Arkansas Tech from Dardanelle, Arkansas, is the last chance here for the Sodbusters. First one to him will miss low and away. 1-0. Queen resets and fires the 1-0. It'll be in at the knees. 1-1. The 1-1 from Cade Queen will be fouled off by Drew Vega. Sodbusters down to their last strike here in the 9th inning. Queen comes set. The 1-2 will miss a bit high. 2-2 with 2 down in the top of the 9th inning. Hannaford on third, Welsh on second, Moreira on first. The 2-2 to Vega will be fouled off as the Sodbusters' second baseman stays alive. We'll redo the 2-2 as Queen comes set and fires. It'll be a called strike 3 on the outer half. Vega goes down looking. Cade Queen, 3 strikeouts to put a cherry on top of this ball game. And your Spuds get back in the win column here with a big win, knocking off the Sodbusters 8-1. You're going to want to stay right here as we'll have the Banner Health Wyoming Medical Center player/players of the game. I got a couple guys in mind. We'll see who they send up here. You're not going to want to miss it. Stay right here. Ladies and gentlemen, we're here with your Banner Health Wyoming Medical Center players of the game, starting pitcher Houston Wedgeworth and third baseman Andrew Witt. Gents, great game tonight.
Appreciate it.
Thank you.
Yes, sir. Houston, I'm going to start with you. 7 innings, 1 earned. What were you seeing from the Sodbusters here tonight?
I saw that they were late on fastball, so I just kept pumping that in there.
Yes, sir.
And then mixing in a curveball every now and then. That worked pretty decent.
Absolutely. Andrew, I'll flip over to you. Big part of the defense tonight and at the plate. 2 singles. Single, triple, double for you tonight. How did it feel to get hacking at the dish here today?
It was great. Started off pretty slow early in the season. I've been working pretty hard and got put in good spots today and did my job.
Absolutely, you did. You guys got the job done. 8-1 victory here tonight. Houston, how did it feel to have the boys behind you making plays just all over the field tonight? We had the throw by Trent. We had Andrew making good plays at third. Caden with some good plays at second. How does that feel as a pitcher?
Felt amazing. Felt amazing to have that confidence. They had a great infield behind me in the outfield.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Andrew, we'll flip it back to you for the last one. Coming up from Cali, first year here in Casper, how has the transition been to you, and how are you liking being in Spuds Pro?
It's definitely fun. It's different, but it's a lot of fun.
Yes, sir.
Good group of guys.
Yep.
Good teammates.
Yep.
Good fans. So
Absolutely.
It's perfect.
We get different players up here every night, just a little bit taste of what the Spuds put on for the fans each and every night here at Mike Lansing Field. Your Wyoming Medical Center Banner Health players of the game, Houston Wedgeworth and Andrew Witt. Thanks, gents.
Appreciate you.
thank you.
Appreciate you, boys. Love getting to chat with the boys after a beautiful ball game here at Mike Lansing Field. Your Spuds take the series lead. They lead it 2-1 after the 8-1 victory here tonight. We'll be back tomorrow at Mike Lansing Field. Same time, same teams. And it's the first fireworks night of the season here in Casper. The final score of this one, 8-1 Spuds. This is Moses Firmino on the broadcast. We'll see you all tomorrow, everybody. Have a great night.